All right, what a special day we have here. We're working for kids this morning. Thanks so much for joining us at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Neda Iranpour. We are raising money today to help Rady Children's Hospital start a brand new program that will pair child care specialists with highly trained therapy dogs.
CBS 8's Abby Black, Evan Noorani have more on our Give-a-thon, including a donor matching donations here this hour. So now's the time to give, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Evan.
Hi, nice to be with you, Abby.
I love
We
this.
love having you in our morning show, and for a very good cause this morning.
Yes.
So for people who are just waking up this 6 a.m. hour, what's going on here?
Okay, so we have an incredible morning today.
Yeah.
It is the Working for Kids Give-a-thon, where CBS 8's a proud partner with Rady Children's Hospital to bring this resident canine therapy program. We have our incredible volunteers who are taking calls, taking the donations, because every dollar counts. And what I love to talk about right now is during the 6 a.m. hour, we have a match.
Yeah.
So say you donated $50, well, now that dollar can be stretched to $100. And that is Paul Cruces. Thank you so much for this matching hour at 6 a.m.
And that's why it's important to call if you're waking up right now. It's before the chaos of the day begins. Maybe you're still at home getting up. This is a perfect time to call. And if you do it during that 6 a.m. hour, Paul Cruces is matching that money. So awesome.
Yes, and let's talk about the dog bones.
Tell me about these.
Fill these up. So for every $1,000 that's raised, we get to fill the bowl up
How
with
many
the
do I get
doggy
to
bones.
put in?
Let's put in 6. We got
Okay, we got six.
$6,000.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, you can hear the dogs barking too.
I
love
know,
it.
isn't that great? And 6 a.m. when we're here already, but let's keep it going. And you have these cute little puppies here. You know, you were talking about getting the kids ready, and I'm sure a lot of the kids, they have dogs at home. They love getting them those cuddles. So imagine what it would be like if there's a kid at Rady Children's Hospital. They have a dog at home, but they don't get to hug their little pup.
Yeah, and they're dogs that are dedicated to those programs at Rady Children's. They're specialized to help with those kids, those parents, just families in general that are going through a really difficult time. So awesome opportunity for people to call and donate. You can also scan that QR code and do so online.
So scan the QR code, or you can call 1-800-258-0007. Let's get these phones ringing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The CBS 8 team, the Rady Children's team, going to be here all morning, all day, really. But in the meantime, Ned and Eric will send things back. We need more donations.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
in.
It's so great.
The phones are ringing right now.
It's amazing.
Love
Thank you to all of our viewers. Fill that jar up. We want to hear the dogs barking all morning.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. We will check back with you soon. And now we do want to get to our top story here. Overnight, a major change to U.S. immigration policy took effect.
President Joe Biden has taken sweeping executive action to restrict asylum claims at the southern border. CBS 8's Chris Groh live in San Ysidro with more on the president's announcement and plenty of reaction to it, too, Chris.
Yeah, there has been, and that includes those who work directly with migrants once they arrive here in the United States of America. Many of them telling us that they don't believe that this is going to have the intended consequence that the Biden administration think it will have. Take a listen.
People will find themselves in a higher level of difficulties and anxiety.
When somebody's life is in danger and they're making the toughest decision of their lives, which is to leave their home and everything they know, announcement by a foreign president is not part of the equation, right? Saving your life and your children's life is the goal and the primary concern.
All right, so this change took place overnight, a sweeping immigration policy switch up here. President Joe Biden now partially banning some asylum claims at the southern border. This executive action allows for the administration to do this if the daily average for crossings reaches 2,500, which then gives Border Patrol the authority to quickly reject and deport thousands of people. Now, this would be lifted or paused 14 days after the weekly average of daily illegal border crossings drops below 1,500. But to give you some context, the last time that happened was in July of 2020. Now, the president says his executive action is meant to deter migrants from coming to the southern border, but CNN spoke with migrants at the border and after during their journey, and they told us that something like this is not going to deter them. Take a listen.
Pues, tú sabes que esas noticias siempre se han dado. Desde ya mucho tiempo están diciendo lo mismo. Desde que estaba Trump, ¿me entiendes? Estaba diciendo que las fronteras se van a cerrar, hicieron una barda, hicieron el muro, todo eso. Pero aún así, ¿me entiendes? El colapso de personas que venimos nosotros de nuestros países es demasiado.
And now we have been hearing local reaction to this. That includes from County Supervisor Jim Desmond, who yesterday said that this was a political theater. And we also heard from the ACLU, who says that they do intend to sue. Eric and Netta.
All right, Chris, thanks for that. Well, boy, it is going to warm up today. It's going to be like early summer for many folks.
Excessive heat warning about to take effect. Evan is joining us now. You warned us about this, Evan.
Exactly. And the thing that we have to emphasize here is that along the coast and inland, that marine layer is going to help to keep our temperatures a lot more mild and moderate. But when you look off toward the mountains and deserts, the microclimates that don't exactly see that marine layer present, well, they're really going to feel this warm up beginning today through Friday especially. 91 out there is what we're expecting for the mountains this afternoon. That's Julian, that's Palomar Mountain. And then you move off to the east, Borrego Springs, Ocotillo Wells. The deserts, they're warming up well into the triple digits, close to 107, and maybe even peaking closer to 110. By the time we get to Friday afternoon. Along the coastline, upper 60s, low 70s. As you move inland, upper 70s, some low 80s. We're still hanging out with a good amount of cloud cover this afternoon. And so the coastline is by far the coolest. And then you start to see that warm up the farther east you go and the more you leave the coastline. And that's why we are not the only ones under an excessive heat warning here in San Diego County. Our deserts are specifically. You move up north, Riverside County has a heat advisory in play. And I want to pull this map out for you so you can see just how much of the southwestern U.S. is covered in these heat-related alerts. It is not just us. It is all the way through Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. Good portion of the country expecting to see this near record-breaking heat, but for San Diego County, we're not expecting to break any records. When we look at your temperatures out the door right now, still pretty mild, upper 50s, low 60s for the most part. 60 for Carlsbad down through Del Mar, 58 this morning in El Cajon. Good morning to Ramona at 51 degrees and Escondido at 58. Take a look. Last 2 weeks, we've been working with temperatures cooler than normal, 60s, as opposed to average, which is 70 degrees. There's only been one day in the last month and a half where we have made it to average, to 70 degrees, and we haven't beat it. So we've been hanging out with these cooler than normal temperatures. Now summer's starting to come into play, and we'll feel those temperatures warming up. Let's check in on traffic. It's 6:07 on the clock right now. Take a look at your drive times out the door. We are seeing a bit of slowing, unsurprisingly, at the 6 a.m. hour on the Coronado Bridge. It's a busy time of the morning for people to get to and from Coronado. So 41 miles per hour as you get across the bridge. It'll take you only 3 minutes in total. 163 northbound, 8 westbound, smooth sailing this morning. Head to our website, cbs8.com/traffic. It can give you more on that. Let's check in on border wait times while we're at it. Right now, a 60-minute wait across the San Ysidro Port of Entry, so an hour in total. Otay Mesa Port of Entry is going to take a little bit longer, about an hour 25 to get across that Port of Entry. Ned and Eric, back to you.
Thank you. Right now, we are working for kids to help Rady Children's Hospital start a brand new program that will pair child care specialists with highly trained therapy dogs.
Yes, you see all the volunteers ready for you, pom-poms and all. So call the number that we've been posting here at the bottom of your screen. We'll post it right now, 1-800-258-0007. That's the number to call. We'll get that memorized by the end of the day. You are too. Also, that QR code you see, you can just scan that. Help kickstart this important program. So here to tell us more is Alex Locher, the Vice President of Philanthropy at Rady Children's Hospital. Alex, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to see you, Alex. Last time we spoke, you were on the ice skates for the Rady Children's Ice
and
Ice
at
Rink.
the zoo, very involved, obviously.
Lots of fun.
Right, absolutely. But this program specifically, we're going to help kids, sick and injured kids, and no better being to do that than these dogs, right? They just bring so much love.
They do. I mean, we experience so much joy when we get to be with dogs, and to have our own resident canine therapy program at Rady Children's is going to be amazing, and we might be able to do that today.
Wow.
Awesome. That's so great to hear.
That's all thanks to our viewers calling in. I know this morning since 5 a.m., people have been calling in. Volunteers are standing by. For our viewers at home who may not understand how, hospital healthcare works, obviously Rady Children's, it's a huge hospital, top 10 right in the U.S., which is incredible. Explain the funding and the fundraising and why that's a critical part in getting this program started.
Fundraising is so important in any children's healthcare setting. Medical coverage from insurance covers just the medical care itself. It doesn't cover all the things that are needed for a kid to get to be a kid and be happy and have the best health outcomes in a hospital. So we have to do those extra things, and our community in San Diego has always stepped in to be able to provide those so that our kids get the very best care.
That's a good point, because insurance may cover the surgeries that they have or the radiation treatment, all of these really tough times that they're going through. But something like this canine therapy program, I mean, that could really make a difference.
Yeah, it helps out with the the well-being of the patient.
Absolutely.
And then a good point was made earlier that some of these kids have pets at home that they haven't been able to see for months, and this brings that connection, that bond to them.
It sure does.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing to be able to integrate getting to have a dog into their treatment plans and get to look forward to seeing them. It does, you're right, it feels like home to them and to all of us. So our whole staff is very excited and grateful.
I know you've seen, I'm sure, a lot of cases where, someone might be scared. They may not be wanting to open up. What does a dog like this, the trained dogs, do for them? How do you see the change?
There are so many places throughout the hospital that we're going to see that change.
Right.
You know, in the emergency department, if you're experiencing a painful procedure, having a dog available will be something that will be huge for us. In our cancer center, when that child might be there for months, many months sometimes, that is a wonderful time to be able to get to look forward to seeing that dog again, or being able to have that diversion for a painful procedure. It is hard to get kids through that. And this is one of the ways that we can really, really improve our patient experience.
Look, our viewers are amazing. They've helped out in great causes before. I know they're going to step up here. Alex, how quickly can we turn something around and get this up and running?
Quickly.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
we all know fundraising can do amazing things.
Sure.
Right.
So today, if we can be able to raise the funds that we need, we can start this program this year.
Awesome.
And I picture the puppies.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll get those
I'm
dogs
getting the
in
chills
there.
hearing you talk about this because
Awesome.
it can make such a difference. And for viewers at home who may be considering donating right now, I mean, you are going to be part of starting a program for years to come
Absolutely.
at the hospital, right?
Many years.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Incredible.
So
Thank
scan
you.
that QR code on the bottom right, the phone number 1-800-258-0007. You can also text the word kids to 56152. We have every way possible
Right.
that you can give to this because it's
Make it as
that
easy as we
important
can,
to
right.
us here at CBS 8. And I know it's so important to you guys at Rady, so we're going to partner up and get this thing done here.
We're so appreciative.
Of course. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Great to see you. And as we go to break here, let's get you another look at those volunteers answering the phones right now. We have volunteers of all ages.
Yeah, we do.
I know it was your son earlier that was volunteering. Now look at these kids. They're ready to answer your phone, pom-poms and everything. So yes, call the number 1-800-258-0007. Help kickstart this important program.
You can also use that special QR code on your screen. CBS 8, working for kids all day today. Abby Black's pumped up. We're pumped up. We're going to bring those milk bones all the way to the top of that bowl there. We're going to pull it together. We're going to raise enough funding to get these dogs for Rady Children's with your help. Stay with us. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back.